Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
What is going on, crypto fam? Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Nightcap. We're doing this every Monday through Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but there might be a little bit of change there. We're going to talk about that here in a moment. That being said, Bitcoin on the move again, getting right on up to those critical levels that we have discussed before. We were talking about the point of control. We're talking about the value area high. We went up there. We wicked. Now, where are we going to go from here? That's what we got to discuss when we get to the charts. That being said, though, there is some news to cover today as well. Donald Trump finally named a new individual for the SEC. Bye-bye, Gary. Good luck, my friend. So long. See you later. Enjoy investing in crypto with the rest of us now. But that being said, I do not do this show alone. I got my man, the man with the plan, that Degen plan from Detroit, F.D. White. Let's get it. You know it. What's up, man?
Oh man, I can't complain. How you feeling, TradeFly?
I'm good, man. I mean, I'm tired because like working at night, transitioning back and forth between days and nights is a struggle. But I'm all right. I'm good. You know what? You know what cheered me up though? I popped in the chat early, and man, we're already getting super chats. My man's dropping some love in here. Crypto Chef, dude. Crypto Chef.
Oh, man.
Hey,
yeah,
$20 super chat, and he's like, "Hey, you got to go 75x the night. It's gonna be a super Degen kind of night. Let's do it, man. Let's do it." I've already seen a couple of recommendations in there. Let me know in the chat though. I saw a couple in there. I saw Coco and Hawk. It's just got to be something that's on Blowfin. So let me know in the chat if you guys got something in mind. Go ahead, let it flow, let it go, baby. Let's see what you got. But what's up with you, man? You make any plays today? Make some of that cheddar?
Yeah. I took a Gala long from.
That's a good play. That's a good play.
Shout out to Crusader, man. He actually put it on the map, and I set some alerts. So when it crossed my threshold, I opened the long. Got a nice little pullback. So I got stopped out, but stopped out in profit. So I only took that one today, but I'm looking at an ETH trade right now, man. ETH's pulling back, so we'll look at that chart once we get to it.
Hey, we talked a little bit about ETH. We're like, I want to say it was yesterday that we're like, hey, there could be an opportunity there, right? It hasn't kept up with everything else. So it did start making some moves overnight. I think it moved about 6% or so. So that's a nice little move for ETH. It's a large cap to move that much. So good. It's good to see, man. I think it got up to 38, 3,900 today. So looking good, looking good. Trying to get back up to that 4K, man. That was my exit. So that's kind of what I'm sitting around for with ETH. I probably should have bought some more of it when it dropped back down. But that's kind of my line in the sand, man. 4K, psychological number. Let's see what it does. You know, if it breaks that area, comes down for a retest, you know, that could be an opportunity again. We'll see. But man, hey, it's good to be here. It's good to be here. Let's go ahead, get over to the chat. Let's say what's up to some peeps, because you know we like to do that. Again, we got Crypto Chef in the house, man. He was just blowing up the chat here. But thank you for the super chat, brother. We definitely appreciate that. And we are going to we're gonna go 75x for you, man. We'll see how that plays out. Should be interesting. Let's see. All right, who else we got in here? Scrolling down, username, of course. What's up, my dude? How you doing? Thanks for being here. As usual, all set in the house. Asking how the day was. My day was okay. Like I said, I'm a little tired, but I'm here and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. You know, we had kind of a late night last night too. Just being on with Billy Goat Tails, man. And thank you for that team. Much appreciated. You know, can't thank you enough. And that's all, you know, I can really say about that. They're just genuinely good people. I love being a part of that, and you know, I'm happy that, you know, they're part of the family here as well on the channel. So again, thank you guys very much. That is much appreciated. All right, Alexandra G, best mod in the house. How you doing? She's in here, of course, regulating. You know how she does. All right, Army Piper with a let's go. How you doing, brother? Hope all is well. Harp's in here. He ain't talking no smack today. I don't know. Did you see the hat I'm wearing? It's subdued. I'm just waiting for it. He's going to toss some smack now. All right. Who else? We got Eric, my man. All in Wallin. What's up, dude? Hope all is well with you. More money. Listen up. This meme coin, Mooding, is the next big thing. You know, Mooding actually, or dang, Moodang, that has been one of the most searched tokens over the last 48 hours. I was looking that up. It's trending pretty hard, man. So you never know. You never know. Could make some good cash on that. I'm not a huge meme coin guy, so we'll defer to FD. Maybe we'll talk about that a little bit here in a minute. But he is the meme coin extraordinaire. All right, WixWife589. What's up with you? How you doing? Wick, of course, Wick589, right there with her. That's our fan, man. That's our fan. Remember, hit me up, DM me on Discord or X, whatever you want to do. We'll get together. And we'll sit down. We'll look at some charts together, man. I'm excited to do that with you guys. Let's see. FD, your mic is kind of low. That's some input for you there. So turn it up. Turn up that game, man. Turn up that game. All right. Who else we got? French Toasters in here. Hola, my friend. How you doing? Let's see. JR Block. What's up? What's up, man? How you doing? Thank you for being here. I like both your hats. I'm saying. I'm repping my where I grew up, man. So, all right. Who else we got? Anyone else? I think that's it. All right. If I missed you, let me know. I'll give you a shout out later. FD, my dude. What we doing? What we doing, man? What's up? Talk to me, Goose.
75x leverage, man.
Oof.
75x.
Is that oh? So we're ready. We're getting into it. All right. Y'all know what time it is. Let's go ahead with the first segment, the Daily Degen. Let's go. And here we go. We got Bitcoin up right now. You can see our some of our plays here. We've been doing quite well. You know, I wish I stayed in that long from last night. Holy moly, that would have done well. But unfortunately, I did close it right after the show. Let's see here. Let's look up. What was a couple that I saw in there? I saw a Hawk. I don't know if that's in here. That's not. Got to be a Perpetual Futures. What else? What you got? RMT. Oh, that's Retro Mike. I wish that was a token. We should have an RMT token. That would be fun. Let's scroll. You know what? Let's just find some weird stuff in here. I'm scrolling. Hippo? That sounds like some Degen S if I ever heard it. Hippo. Let's go to the 15-minute. Well, let's start. Let's do a little bit. Oh, this is kind of new. This doesn't have much life here. All right. You can see here. Let's see. Got released, nice little pump up, pull back under the release price, at least on Blowfin. Kind of going horizontal, consolidate, but you see a wick. There was some good buying pressure right there off that wick, but the thing that I don't like is the moving average. So it's underneath of the moving average right now. I would say it looks like it's trending down a little bit. What are you guys at right now? Oh, wow. Hey, this is about the closest I've ever seen the long short vote. 61% long. You guys are not feeling it today. Let's do Moon Dang. All right. Now, I'm not scared to play Coco or Hawk. I didn't see Hawk. Let me see if Coco's on there. It's not on there, bro. So it's got to be a perpetual future on Blowfin. Let's see. Moon Dang. Let me see if that's on there. Yep, it is. Shoot, we were just talking about it. Ugh. All right. That's on the 4-hour. Pulling back. That's pulling back a little bit more than the other one. And you got a cross on the MACD on the 4-hour. You got the RSI trending down. Only problem is it's coming down. So like where we are, you know, time frame in reference to this moving average. I mean, I don't think you'll actually see that on the 4-hour during the show. Let's go to the 15-minute. Yeah, that doesn't look as good. That does not. Geez, that thing popped. Do a little bit of a fib retracement here. You're blowing by. I mean, you do have the 618. You're right at the 618, man. That's tough. That is tough. Right at the 618, you do have a downtrend, which is scary, but you could find a little bit of support there just based on the 618. Move this out of my way. All right, what's RSI look like? RSI is over sold here. MACD looks like it wants to cross. What the 5-minute looks like. I don't know, man. FD, what are you thinking here? It's obviously minimal TA. It's not anything we're going too crazy on. But I think it might have an opportunity there psychologically. You're sitting at the 618. Golden pocket, man. Let me see. Let's look at the chat here.
What's that? The 15-minute?
That is a 15-minute, yeah.
Yeah, long.
Long? You guys are oof.
What did the
look at the votes.
Say?
The votes are 54%. I have never seen it this close.
We gotta go with the consensus. Let's go with the consensus. What's the let's see. Let me go to the I think we might have to short.
I mean, 56% is saying long right now.
Okay, well, long. How's my mic out there, everyone? Is my mic a little bit better, or let me know in the chat how my mic sounds. Didn't do anything different, so I'm not sure.
I do want to cross. Okay, so we know where Mudang is sitting at. I want to see where Bitcoin's sitting at. And there's a method to my madness. Promise you. If we are near any major support or resistance, see, you can see it's bumping its head right up in this area. So you're dealing with some resistance around 99K. It's a matter if you think it's going to be a slow trek up here, and you are, but that's completely different looking charts, man. That's kind of wild.
Can you even?
They're inverse.
Are you doing Bitcoin or Mudang?
Mudang, but I like to see where Bitcoin's at because Bitcoin drives the market, right? So if you're looking at an area of resistance, especially when you're scalping, at least for me, one of the things I look at is Bitcoin to see where it's at, because if Bitcoin starts pulling back, a lot of times you'll see the market pull back with it, you know, just statistically speaking. So I always like to cross-reference BTC before I get in a scalp on something, you know, an alt. So that does give me a little bit of pause based on that. Like this is looking like a short setup, right? Multiple hits in an area of resistance, RSI trending down, MACD trending down, all on the 15-minute. Let me actually go over. This is the most thorough we've actually looked at a Degen play so far, but we're going 75x, so let's take it a little bit more serious. So again, yeah, we're in an area, a clear area of resistance. Man, that's oof. I mean, man of the people, 59%. Y'all are saying long. Let's do it. Let's do it. That is tough. And it's pulling back. It's already actually moved in the positive. If we would have took the trade, we'd already be in the positive. All right, cool. Let's go. This thing's going to give me a shirt. Oh, it won't even. Oh, it won't even let me do 75x on this.
If we market into this, those fees are gonna be for Mudang. What's the liquidity looking like? Those fees gonna hit.
Yeah, for sure. That's all right.
I think we can only go 50.
Yeah, we can only go 50. But that's all right. That's all right. Man, some of them you can 100x. This is not one of them. Yeah. All right. And what he gave a $20 super chat?
Yeah, he said, Chef said just 50 it.
Yeah. Well, let's go. Let's see. 50. Let me see here. All right, there you go. That's a $20 entry there. So 1,000 USDT. Understand it's 50x. So that actually costs $20 USDT. Cool. Here we go. We're in. Yeah, I mean, it's like you said, the fees, just getting in, put you down like almost 2%, almost 3% just off Jump Street. That's what happens when you mess with leverage, though, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. All right, let's go ahead and start getting over to some of the news here. Bitcoin price watch is live, baby. Countdown to 100K. Here we go again. I see this every time we start getting close. But hey, 98,570-ish right now. So we're inching back up again. And we'll look at the charts, man. There's something that I didn't really talk about yesterday. I will point it out though, where we got a nice little bounce. It was kind of an easy play, but we didn't really talk about it. So we will look. It's always important to go back and look and be like, hey, what is something I could have tied into, or where could I have found some confluence with this move that just happened, right? So we'll go back and look at it. Obviously, we're at resistance right now. So this is actually a very critical level for Bitcoin. But again, once we get into the charts, we'll talk more about it. All right, kind of already mentioned this in the intro, but Donald Trump appoints pro-crypto Paul Atkins as new SEC chair. So if you guys don't know, he is pro-crypto, and that is good news. I'm not going to say anything's better than Gary, but having somebody in there that at least is going to stand up for crypto, you can see that this whole administration is just, there's going to be a push for crypto. And I think, having to worry about, some regulation that's going to be negative, I don't think that's going to be so much of a concern here over the next few years to really 4 years, right? Because they're bringing in advisors from Coinbase and, some of the major exchanges to, help with producing and help with, introducing some of this regulation. So it's good. It's exciting times. It's really bullish for crypto. And, I don't know if the pump necessarily correlated with this news, but it seems like whenever there's good news, when Trump gets in office, we had a nice pump. When Gary Gensler said he was going to step down, what happened to XRP? Pump through the roof. When they assign a new SEC chair to replace Gary Gensler, what happens? You get a positive move again. So again, that is why we like to tie in the news, because the news can drive price action. I don't care what anyone says. It is not all about the charts. The charts are helpful, and you can find some confluence with bounces and areas of resistance. Like, hey, we get a big move based on news, and then we hit our heads in this area of resistance. That's cool. That makes a lot of sense, right? And that is exactly what we did today, right? We've already been looking at the point of control. We've already been looking at the value area high. And that's where we are now finding resistance. So that is why TA is really, really nice to tie in with some of the other aspects of your when you're analyzing crypto. So just want to throw that out there. But FD, what do you think, man? I mean, how are you feeling about this team, this administration that's being introduced? And how it's going to actually impact cryptocurrencies?
Well, I mean, like you said, every time we keep coming out with some bullish news, we start to get a pop. So, when is the bullish news going to start? When is it just going to be like, okay, this is just how it's going to be, and now the bullish news isn't really, because crypto, we take bullish news, but then after a while, we need other things to keep coming in, and so with all all his announcements and all his placements and all the people that he has coming in as pro crypto, that's just going to be the normal soon. So after that, what's going to be the catalyst for Bitcoin and crypto to continue moving? I think it's just being everybody, well, a lot of people who are coming in being pro crypto. I think it's very, of course, it's very good, but I think we still need a lot more to come in for us to speculate a little bit more. So after the inauguration and after everything is settled, a lot of people, including myself, are looking for some sort of pullback. But I think we're still going to go much higher, especially with the regulations and everything probably being a lot more easier and the path being a lot more clear. So I'm definitely excited for this.
Yeah, right on, man. I'm in concurrence with you. I'm just kind of sitting back, got my popcorn. I'm just gonna enjoy the show, man. I'm not even stressed really anymore about exchanges going down. I mean, some will inevitably, but I think we're past a lot of the growing pains, and that's part of being in something that's new, right? It's innovative. Like there's not going to be smooth sailing all the time. Like I see that with designs of aircraft and things of that nature. You go through some bumps, man, for sure. So, that's just part of the game. All right, let's go over to the chat real quick. Seeing Retro Mike Tech in here. Want to say what's up to you? How you doing, brother? Hope all is well. I'm my hero. He says, "Sup, homies? How you doing, man? What's up? What's up?" See. Who else we got here? I saw a couple of Redman is in here. He said, "Hola, TradeFly and FD White banging space last night." Hey, thank you for having us. We appreciate you for having us on. I can't say thank you enough. Honestly, it's very humbling, and I'm very honored that you guys let us come on your show. Especially I feel like I'm still just a little guy in the space, and I really am. And for you guys to let us come on is awesome. I think that says a lot about you guys. Sweet. Let's scroll down a little bit more here. See who else we got. Jay Violet in the house. What's up? How are you? And scrolling. I think I got. Oh, I see Jesse. Jesse was on with us last night. He was in the space. Oh man, how you doing? Good to have you. LBC in the house. My man, David Gelfin, how you doing? And I think that is about it. So, cool. Let's go ahead and bring up our third member of the show. Y'all know who that is. It's my man, Mr. Elmer Fudd. All right. So, this news, I'd say, was getting a little bit of run for probably 24 to 48 hours. But it's still something we haven't talked about here. And I do think it's important to take note of this. That's what I'll say. Take note. Because what's happening right now is that corporate executives are actually selling off. Right? So think about it. Not too long ago, what was his name? Drawing a blank. Somebody big time sold off though, and I'm drawing a blank on his name right now, but he sold off. Now executives are starting to sell off. So you're seeing a trend that those that are very wealthy, very well informed, are starting to sell off stocks. Now I'm not saying cryptocurrencies as a whole, but they are starting to take profits on stocks, and that's, I think, really important, right? Because you should really take into account, what is smart money doing? What are the whales doing? And I think, you want to follow the smart money, right? Like you don't want to be the statistic. And so I think it's something that, just take note of it. Realize that we are, the NASDAQ and the S&P are like up there, right? Pretty much near all-time highs. So that's a time where logically you should take some profits. You should realize some gains, right? Even if it's like a TP1 for you or a TP2. I'm not saying you got to just sell off everything that you're invested in. That's not what I'm saying, but why not take some of that initial investment out? Why not like take some of those profits and, maybe put it somewhere else that has the potential to grow a little bit more, reallocate it, diversify. Those are all things that you can look at. But, it's something here that I would just say it raises my eyebrow, right? It gives me a moment of pause to just be like, okay, well, why are they selling now? What is triggering, them to start taking some profits? And that's when I have to start thinking about what I'm doing, as well, to be like, hey, like, is it that time? And so, I am going to start looking more at my portfolios that I have outside of crypto and try to, start thinking about my exit strategy and my plan and me realizing some of the gains, because it's looking pretty good right now. I'm not going to lie to you, like on that side of the house, like my portfolios are up like, big time. So yeah, man, just showing that to you guys, pointing it out to you. FD, man, what do you think, man? Is that something that we should consider, not only like if you're invested in stocks, but do you think that might actually have a trickle over effect into crypto?
You know what, man? Warren Buffett has been selling a lot. I know somebody in the chat said Jamie Dimon, Jeff Bezos was selling some stocks. A lot of these people who own these big companies or are big shareholders in these big companies have been selling stocks for like the past year and a half, 2 years. But Warren Buffett also said Bitcoin was rat poison. A lot of these people, Jamie Dimon also was trying to get Bitcoin, banned. He was saying it's worthless, this and that. So it's weird. It's hard for me to kind of, when it comes to the stock market and things like that. Okay, we can kind of listen to them, but when it comes to crypto, man, I know some Degens on X who will run circles around these guys when it comes to the crypto market, and these are the people that I look up to when it comes to the crypto market, and not some of these older legendary, quotation mark traders from equities and the stock market and things like that. So of course, crypto is correlated to the overall economy, the overall stock market, and things like that. But I'm sticking to my guns. I feel like I might know a little bit more than a lot of these billionaires about crypto, just to be honest with you. And that's not saying that I'm some genius. I'm smart, but I've been embedded into this space, for a very long time, and I've seen the ebbs and the flows. I see how it works, the ins and the outs, and they just are trying to correlate how the stock market moves to how crypto moves. It is correlated sometimes, but a 5% move down in the stock market, they're calling everybody, and there's people doing bad things to themselves. 5% move in crypto, that's just a regular, what's today, Wednesday. So it's still a lot of things that are crypto centric, and there are things that are equity centric. But I think as the bigger players come into crypto, it will get more and more correlated. It is getting more correlated, but I think it will get more and more correlated as the time goes along. But right now, it's only so much that I can listen to or go off of when these big players are selling or talking about crypto, because they're late. We're the ones who've been grinding it out and doing our homework and due diligence for these past few years, and they were the ones saying it was going to zero. So now they have a reputation. Now they're jumping on board when we like, oh, I thought you said it was rat poison. I thought you said it was going to zero, this and that. So I don't really listen to them, honestly, when it comes to crypto. I don't listen to anybody that much from equities when it comes to crypto. I want to listen to crypto people when it comes to crypto. Some people play both sides very good, but even when you listen to stock market influencers, when crypto starts pumping and they start talking about crypto, they still have equities mindsets when they're talking about crypto. They don't. It's a different game. I'm telling you, it's a different game. It's the same game, but it's a little bit different. So it's just I'll try to stick with crypto centric people and crypto people who are really embedded in the space to get my information from.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, man. A whole lot of sense. So I see some +1s in the chat for you. So you are resonating with some people. Man, we got an update on the daily Degen. It ain't good, ladies and gentlemen. I was kind of... We got to talk about it, though. this is the first time we have been liquidated. Poof! It is gone. Daily Degen, Moon Dang, Moo Dang, dang Moo Dang, you done gone away. Poof. All right, so we took a hit today, baby. I was a little worried about that, so that's kind of why I go over to Bitcoin and I cross-reference it, right? That's one of the big things, especially with scalp trading, and that was I kind of saw that a little bit. Didn't care for it too much, but all good in the hood. We'll live to fight another day. All good, all good. So we'll do it again. I just want to give you guys an update because it is done for. That trade is done. Skis. All right.
I'm laughing at Clayton the Great's comment, man, about TradeFly bros. Not TradeFly, TradeFly, like traditional finance bros. I don't know if I should read that online, but that's hilarious, man. They're a different breed, man. They definitely are a different breed, man.
Yeah, man. Oh, goodness gracious.
Before we move on, I knew this was gonna happen. But man, I'm seeing fitness influencers. I'm seeing doom and gloom influencers. I'm seeing cooks, chef influencers. Of course, the stock market influencers. Everybody's a crypto guru now. TikTok. People was making TikTok jumping over cars. Now they're talking about crypto, man. So just be careful where you get your information from, because a lot of these people, I'm no guru, I'm no professional, but I've done my homework, I've done my due diligence, and I'm in the space. And a lot of these people, man, are coming into the space, and it's weird. It's really weird right now. So just be careful of who you getting your information from. Even like we said, like a lot of these people who are starting to sell stocks and things like that. And a lot of these people who have been wrong for like years. A lot of these people have been wrong for years that have great reputations in traditional finance. So just be careful, man.
It's like the clock analogy, bro. Like, eventually that some bitch gonna be right. Like, it's gonna come back around. Like, there's many times where they're like, yeah, doom and gloom. I will say, Barris Soloway, he definitely wasn't right, because it ain't never go back. Sorry, man. That thing just went up and away. But he's a respected dude in the space. And there was a dude on X, man. He was doom and gloom. Man, I can't remember his name, but like he was doom and gloom, and he's got a huge following. And he does charts. Capo. That dude was bearish. That dude was bearish AF, and like he didn't let go. He was all the way up, man, all the way up. And even when it was at, like, I want to say it set a new all-time high, he was still thinking, bearish. It was wild. So
I don't know what chart he was looking at, to be completely honest.
It was his own charts. My man was doing his own thing.
It goes to show you, man, to each his own, and charts are just what you want to make it look like, So I've seen some of his charts, and I'll just be like, what are you talking about? Like, so I don't know if is he still out there? Is he still doing,
I don't know. He took a break for a while, and then I think he shifted over to Telegram to kind of avoid the hate a little bit. But I don't like super follow him. I did like kind of follow up a couple times because I like watching the show, because I knew it was going to be flowing after all his bearish analysis, and it didn't play out. So I knew it was going to get spicy. But yeah, man, is it like you said, just be careful, right? And I think probably one of the most important things that you can do when you're listening to someone else is make sure that you're practicing good risk management. And if you're practicing good risk management, I think a lot of times you can still find a way to be profitable, even if you're not the best trader, right? Like if you're not finding the right setups all the time, I still think that you can find a way with good risk management. I really do wholeheartedly believe that. There's some people that use very simple strategies like a 3-to-1, risk to reward, right? And that's very simple. Like you win one, you can lose a couple, like you're all Gucci, right? Like so there's ways around it. There's ways to do it, but stop losses, right? There you go. Alexander G, there you go. He knows. Use a stop loss, right? Like that's a way to protect yourself too. Figure out like, okay, if I'm putting X amount of money in and I'm willing to lose X amount, like you can put your stop loss there. Now I would recommend finding something, technically that aligns with what you're looking at, you know, percentage wise, because sometimes like you'll be a little too close to an area of support and you might want to be under that just a little bit. So, you know, you can tweak things here and there. But, you know, to each their own, man. It's just the biggest thing is I want to urge you guys is protect your capital. And that's really, you know, the moral of the story. So,
you know, it's been working for me before we move on, TradeFly, is in the market, because I trade differently in different type of markets. We talked about this yesterday on the Nightcap and when we talked to Billy Goatels. Right now, what I'm looking at, of course, I'm looking for breaks of you know, breakouts, but bringing your leverage down, because everybody's trying to hit the home run right now, because if you hit it, you can hit it hard. But really what you want to do is quality trades. Is I'm bringing my I'm bringing my leverage down a tad bit, and I'm still got a stop loss sometimes, but I'm letting that trade breathe. You give it a little bit of breathing room below, because you know sometimes it's real tight. You keep that stop loss tight, especially in ranging markets. But right now you bring that leverage down, let that trade breathe, let that stop loss breathe a little bit, and you know, you can nail a lot more than just trying to hit that home run. Base hits, a lot of base hits will win the game as well.
yep, I'm big on that. You guys have seen it. You've seen it on this show. Like we get up around 25% profit and I'm just like, base hit, boop, I'm taking that. Thank you. You know, those trades, if I would have sat in them, could have definitely made a lot more money. But I have found every time, I say every time, but I say the majority of the time when I open something up and I look at a trade that I'm in and I'm like, oh, dang, that's kind of nice. You might as well just close it. Because like it doesn't usually take but another couple hours or another day. And all of a sudden what you saw that was nice ain't there no more. You know, to me, I feel like it happens more time than not. So I've gotten very consistent at just taking the profit, and I nickel and dime it, man. I don't win big very often, but at the same time, like I just stack up those little wins, and you know, it ends up at the end of the year, it ends up doing okay for me. So, you know, just have it. Who is it? French Toaster. He said, "Should we revenge trade?" I ain't gonna lie, I'm thinking about it. I might use some real money. This $10 stuff, $20 stuff, it ain't as fun. We might have to go hard. We'll do that tomorrow. All right, we'll do some research. You know, going into tomorrow's show, and maybe we'll go a little bit harder at a trade. It'll be the daily Degen, but maybe we'll try to go for real, man. We'll do something fun. But I ain't listening to y'all then. Y'all don't, you get no vote. All right. Cool. Let's go into the market update. Fear and greed index sitting at 84, extreme greed. So that'll probably, you know, that's probably up there quite a bit. I think that probably updated today actually. So we'll see kind of where that trends. I mean, but you can see right now, extreme greed, man, it's a lot to think about. There's some people that trade it. There's some people that's when they exit, when you're at extreme greed, you know? And if you would have done that this time, the last time it was an extreme fear. Does this actually tell me? Fear and greed index. There you go. There you go. So you're sitting at what? 41. Interesting. There it is. So there's your extreme fear. All right. Sitting at 22. At 56,000. Let me see. Yep, that's neutral. And now we are up.
Are you sharing the screen, TradeFly?
Oh, nah. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. There you go. All right, so all I'm doing is looking at the fear and greed index. Oh, that got weird. But what I'm doing is like, okay, because there's some people that use this as a strategy. Last time you were in extreme fear was 6 September. And that was at a price of what, 53, 56,000, somewhere in that range. And then let's go to extreme greed. Where do we get to extreme greed? That's greed. Greed. There it is. So that BTC price of 90,000. Look at that, man. That's crazy. I think that's a big strategy for Crux. He loves the fear and greed. Simple enough. I'll tell you what, man. Some of the best strategies out there are the simplest strategies. Keep it simple. KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. The big military acronym that we use, but I mean it can work. Let's look at the crypto bubbles here. Gala at 13%. Yeah, there you go. There you go. FD was just talking about that. Made a play on that one. Sand's up 14%. I believe Sand was what Crypto Blood was talking about. So, I mean, we've had 2 guests on here just giving you some fire. Sand, he called that. And then Crusader called Gala. So, I mean, there you go. We bring some of the best in the biz on the show. That is for show. For show.
I got some more. So this is my strategy right now. I don't even care what's in the green. I'm looking at what's in the red. So I'm looking for what's in the red. I go to these crypto bubbles, look for what's in the red. Then I go to their charts and I look for areas, key areas, 4-hour daily areas of support lines and, things like that. And then that's what I'll be looking for as my next trade for the most part. Just, a simplified version of it. So I'm usually like to buy in the red, sell in the green. I do that with trading too. So I'm always looking like XRP. I'm long. I'm going to long, super long XRP, super long IOTA, Tron, 14%, 20%, 11%. Like these are just screaming trade me, screaming I'm going to get a bounce soon. So keep those on your radar. Go to crypto bubbles and make sure you're looking for the ones that are bleeding very bad, because they're going to eventually bounce hard if you can catch them.
Yeah, right on. I mean, that's in an uptrend. That's definitely maybe an opportunity, right? In these pullbacks, you got to think too, right? XRP is just coming off a massive move to the upside, right? So to see it pull back, not that surprising. But one of the things you should look at is like, where are you pulling back to? You pulling back to the 0.5? You pulling back to the 618? If that correlates, to an area of support and the uptrend continues for Bitcoin, it might not be a bad opportunity, right? You're always looking for like, hey, where can I get in? Where can I get into something that is a hot token, right? What is moving, and don't always be tied into, well, it pulled back 11%. It doesn't mean it's done for. It just means that initial wave, people are taking profits, and that makes sense. Like those dudes, ladies, whoever, have been stuck in XRP for years. It has been years of hell. But when it gets up to $2.50, $2.70, wherever it went to, like, they're just like, I literally just talked to a dude yesterday who's up $19,000 right now on XRP. And he's like, I don't know what to do. And I was like, well, you should surely take out your initial investment. He's like, it's not that much. I was like, take it. Take it, dude. Like, play with house money. If you're going to stay in the trade, play with house money. And I think he's gonna do that, and that's a friend. All right. So, you're like, yeah, are you giving him financial advice over there, huh? Nah, man, he's a friend, and it's like, and there was another one that hit me up. He was like, hey, I'm going to roll into XRP. And I'm like, don't do that. Don't be silly. Like XRP just had a 400% move. Like that's not the place. That's not the time. Like let it settle out, let it consolidate, let it pull back, and get a bounce. And then look at like loading up some bags, because XRP is back in the game. There's no doubt about that. What's up, man? I feel like you're about to say something there.
Oh no, I was agreeing with you. Yeah, 100%.
I'm trying to catch him in the chat, man.
I'm looking at the chat username. So check out DOP Pump Good Today. So username. Let me know this is because I feel like I what do you call it when you I was trying to get, I think I got an airdrop from DOP, if I'm not mistaken, because I was doing some airdrop farming in the bear market or beginning of this year or something like that. I think DOP, if that's the same one that you're talking about, I got to open that. I got to find that wallet or so. I don't even know what wallet that is. But I think I did some airdrop farming for that, if that's the same project, DOP. What project is that username? Let me know down in the chat, and let me see if that's the same one that I was airdrop farming a while back, because I have to brush off my old laptop and see if I can find that wallet, if so.
Right on. I'm sitting here, I'm trying to catch him in the chat. I don't know what the heck Piper posted, but it's got everyone rolling. Is it safe for the show? Let me know if it's safe for the show. I'll pull it up. I'm down. I'm down for a laugh. As long as it's we'll say semi-family friendly. Let's keep going. Let me know in the chat if it is. And then let's look at the liquidation heat map right now. And you can see where the liquidity is sitting. It's to the top side, right? And it was to the top side of the price action here. You can see the hot spot. cleared that liquidity out. You're building up some more liquidity to the top side. So I mean, that's well within reach. It's within striking distance, and the trend is up and right. I do think that liquidity could be in question, right? Because that still keeps you under the all-time high. Because 99.8, right? 99.8 was where we were at. You can see not a lot. It kind of cools off up there. Ain't a lot of people playing with that up there, but right around here at about 99, low 99s, there's some liquidity sitting there, and we were just a statistic of liquidity. That's for darn sure. All right, let's go over to Bitcoin. Let's look at Bitcoin on the chart here. We are currently on the 4 hour. All right, so you heard me talk about it a few times already. Point of control for the range. Go ahead and update this though. Let's make sure that we got the most up to date right here. Let's extend that out. All right, cool. Yeah, so it hasn't really changed. Point of control sitting at about 98.7, and then you got the value area high at about 99.5. All right, so that's really your two areas of resistance, right? That's what you're going to run into. Now, what did I miss? And I want to pull this out. Don't worry about the trend line. This is just me now connecting the dots after the fact, right? You always have the benefit of hindsight. But one thing I didn't talk about on the show yesterday that I should have, and you know, again, that's my B. But looking at the golden pocket, right? We had a nice pull down, and then up to the pivot, we pulled back. And on that pullback, we got a beautiful, beautiful bounce off the golden pocket on the 4 hour here. So you know, that is something that, you know, should have talked about that yesterday. Unfortunately, I did not. Now, what does that also do? That created this trend line, right? Because now you got 3 touches here. That makes me feel a little bit better about a trend line. Some people are cool with 2. I usually prefer 3 personally. But now when you look at this, right, what are you seeing with the price action? Zoom out just a little bit. What are you seeing? You're seeing the pressure build to the upside, all right? So pressure's building to the upside. It's almost like an ascending triangle. So flat horizontal resistance, higher lows, right? Building to the upside, putting a lot of pressure for price action to potentially make a move up. All right, so there you go. So that's something to keep an eye on for Bitcoin. That I'd say it's in play, right? And then you have this other trend line right here, this purple one. We've been following this we'll say pinkish trend line right here. We've been following this for quite some time on the channel. That, you know, look, it was support, it was resistance. You can see multiple hits on the same trend line. It has been extremely important. Where does that take us? If we just extrapolate, we just kind of pull it out to the right, that would put us somewhere around 103K. 103K. Finally having that opportunity to get over 100, right? The big psychological number that we've been flirting with. But, you know, we talked about it here. This was the pullback for me, right? You get up near 100K, you get near the psychological number. Some retail, you know, some institutions, not institutions, we'll say probably whales, right, are taking some profits here. And we pulled back, we pulled right back to the channel. So, like, we've had a lot of the markers. Like, we knew psychological area, probably going to get a pullback. We knew very important level with that channel, and we wicked right off of that. So do we establish a range and bounce back and forth, you know, for a long time like we did? You know, that could be something nice, right? If we get another pullback, you know, that could open up the door, you know, for an opportunity to take a long position. You also have the dynamic reactors finally worked its way back up into the fight, right? The price just ran away from the dynamic reactor. It didn't even have an opportunity to act as support. But now that's starting to come back in play. So now we have some confluence with support. You know, there's a lot of support underneath it. I told you, like, one of the things that's nice about what we're sitting at, or where we're sitting right now, is all the support is underneath of us. And that's good. That's what we want until we break out. So if we break out, you know, to the downside, then we start talking about different things. But again, trend is your friend, right? And the trend right now is still up and right. So that's what we're looking at for Bitcoin, shorter, you know, analysis here. But you know where the resistance is. The resistance is right here. I did do a measured move off of a fib extension, just so you guys know as well. And that goes to about 107. Okay, so I'm not going to draw it on the chart. Just know fib extension puts you at about 107. And you do have a trend line. This one goes back to 2021 and earlier. This goes way back. So you got a little confluence there. I'll go ahead and show that to you guys, just so you can see where that trend line's coming from. Because you got trend line city going on right now on the chart. That was kind of weird. Go back. Let's see. This is Coinbase. Why is this so slow? Do weekly. Oh boy. I don't know if Trading View is not playing nice or what, but guess you'll have to believe me on this one. All right.
Mine was acting up a little bit too.
Yeah, you're just gonna have to believe me on this one. There's confluence, okay? There is confluence at about 107, 108. Let's see if it loads. There it is. There it is. So you're taking the high from December of 2017. All right. Kind of taking the difference between the two highs in 2021. You had the one in April and you got the one in November. Okay. So it's not perfect, right? We're not just taking the tippy top. We're not taking the wick. We're not really taking the close. We're just kind of interpolating between the two of them. All right. So just the mean. But that puts us in the same area as that fib extension. So, if I'm looking for an upside target of where I can find some resistance at least, like where I could see a rejection if the price action does go up, I think 107, 108 is a very realistic number that we could achieve. And I'm not saying that it will go up there, but I'm always looking for, if it does, right? If it does work its way up there, where do we find price action? Right? That's what's important to me. Like, I'm not here to predict where it's going to go. I'm trying to find areas of where I can find price action to enter into a scalp or an intraday type trade or swing trade. So that's some of the things I'm looking for. Some considerations on the weekly. All right, you are getting overbought, so that's a thing. And prime oscillator is starting to work its way back down. You can see it's kind of building up some pressure here for reversal. And that's on the weekly. All right, so take all those things into consideration. A couple quick things for you guys to look at on Bitcoin. I'll pass it over to FD. I'm going to catch up in the chat and see what it is you guys are talking about. And then maybe if that link is safe, maybe we'll play that. All right, over to FD.
Cool. So I'm looking at Ethereum right now, and Ethereum is respecting these levels. I'm on the hourly, the hour time frame, and Ethereum is really respecting these levels that it was holding as resistance over the weekend. Now it's flipped to support, and that's what I like to see. So over the weekend, Saturday, we were holding that 3750 to 3760 level as resistance. Got rejected after that fourth touch, came all the way back down to about 3500, and then after that we came and touched this area here all the way back from early November. And then we just proceeded to go up. So we came here, bottomed out. I love to see this wick right here, this hammer candle. Bottomed out there, made our way back up, got rejected right back at that line that we kept talking about, or we kept getting rejected at over the weekend here. Came back down, but we held, made this higher low at about 36.85, and then we blasted right through that and turned it into support. So that's what we're looking at right now. We're turning this area into support. So that's what I really like to see for our next leg up for Ethereum. Ethereum has been lagging all the other older coins, all the other, a lot of the other L1s. So even if I pull a fib here to see, what's going on. So we had a low here, we had another high, then we had a low, a higher low here. So if I pull that fib there, boom, it's coming in. We came down and touched that 618 basically perfectly. So this is a good area for me to be looking at for a trade. This is what I was looking at before we started the show. Didn't enter one, so I'm still waiting to see how we're going to react over here. But even if I entered this trade here or somewhere around here, I'm thinking maybe if we come back down for a double bottom somewhere around 37.75, double bottom on the hourly or something like that, I'll probably protect myself. This is where I'm letting my trade breathe. So if I get in somewhere around 37.75, we do come back down for some sort of double bottom or something like that. We do have money flow on the hourly looking pretty good. MACD has crossed red, but we'll see if that plays out if we do get some sort of double bottom down here. But if I did enter at somewhere around this area 37.75, I'm gonna let the trade breathe. So somewhere possibly under this area at 36.50, or even I might not even have a stop loss, man, because I don't know if, well, Ethereum has been kind of volatile, but I may not put that much into the trade. It just depends on what the overall market is looking like. But I'm thinking about opening the trade up and see how we interact with the Asian markets. I think the Asian markets are open. Yeah, so I'm seeing how we interact with this area here. But what I would like to see in a perfect world, like I said, is us to come back down, possibly make a double bottom on that hourly, and continue our way up, taking out this here at about 39 to 4K. Once we can do that, I think our cycle high may be around, let me actually go to the daily and see where our cycle high is. I should have it mapped out. Yep, 4,095, so about 4,100. I think once we take this 4K out, I think this is inevitably going to we're going to breeze through that pretty quick. And I think the all-time high might be about, what, 4,700. I think I should have that mapped out too. My Ethereum chart should be well rounded out. So yep, 4,879, so about 4,900. So I think this is easily going to be taken out. And I do have a video coming out over on my channel tomorrow talking about Ethereum and talking about historical price action for Ethereum and how January through March is very, very bullish for Ethereum. So make sure you go over there and watch that video. I'll have it out tomorrow morning. But it's a lot of historical data talking about Ethereum and a lot of charts and a lot of graphs and things. Well, not graphs, a lot of TA showing that Ethereum usually is getting primed and ready to pump that January through March, and then I'll have some historical data. So what I'm just looking for right now is just to flip. If we can just stay in this range here between 37 and 39, I would be fine with that. I just really don't want to break back below this $3,600 level, and I think Ethereum would be fine as long as we can hold steady until January. I think that'll be good for Ethereum. So that's what I'm hoping for right now.
Right on, right on. I'm gonna go ahead and bring up Cardano right now. I got that on the daily. All right, you can see a pretty sharp trend up and right. I mean, we moved unbelievably, honestly. It came from about 32 cents right here, nice area of support, and that is currently up 250 cents. I mean, 250%. All right, so looking at this trend, very, very steep trend, but look at that, how it followed this trend line pretty much all the way up. Now, the upper resistance line, not perfect, broke out of it a little bit, fell right back in, kind of regressed to the mean, but look at how tight the channel was, and look at how it worked its way up. What I'll say, all right, so like, you could see something like this where it breaks out and kind of falls back in the mean, but be careful, all right, because this is actually, as bullish as it is, would be a little bit of a bearish setup in terms of trying to get into a scalp or an intraday type trade. So where are some key areas that I'm looking at for Cardano? The easy one's going to be $1. All right, I think $1 is a psychological number. If you go back to previous cycles, the dollar area was hit God knows how many times. All right, over and over again. I know, when I got into Cardano, it hit $1 probably like 3 or 4 times before I actually entered into the trade. All right, so that's about when I got in to my first like Cardano run, and that took us up to, I want to say, over $3. Didn't take it all the way up to $3, but I did take it up to about $2.60. So, again, I think that's an area for us to keep an eye on. And if you haven't been adding to your bags down here, I do remember on the morning show, and I was like, you know what? I don't think adding to your bags right now for Cardano is a bad idea, based on it just sitting in this area. When I go back and I reanalyze everything, and I'm like, all right, because I have the benefit of hindsight right now. Let's be very transparent about that. But one of the things that I notice is a trend that these things kind of bottom out, but they hold that bottom for a significant amount of time, right? Like we stayed at this bottom between like 45 and 30 cents for Cardano for months, like months upon months, like April to November. All right, like that's wild. Now it was staying right underneath of the dynamic reactor. Well, look what happens when it broke out, right? And the other thing I'm going to show you too is, I don't know if I showed it to you on the weekly yesterday. I know I talked about it at some point, but check out the Market Dynamics Pro. Let's see if it actually pulls it up. Everything's been a little bit slow loading right now, but it called a lot of these moves. It's kind of wild. Like if you go through and you look at a lot of the different tokens or projects, you know what? I think this is on Blowfin. That's probably why it's not pulling up right now, but it does actually pop, I believe, on the Coinbase chart. But it called a lot of these breakouts. It gave you the measured moves, from the breakout, which they all exceeded it. but it's just something to take note of. We're bottom out. We find an area of support, right? Think about Doge. We talked about Doge a lot. Where did it sit at? I know you guys remember it was 10 cents because we talked about it over and over and over again. XRP, where do we talk about that? Like, it was almost comical how long XRP stayed between 50 and 60 cents. Like, we kept saying 50 to 60 cents. Here we go. XRP, bet you guys can guess, 50 to 60 cents. We're seeing that trend on a lot of these tokens before they ultimately made very big moves. All right. They bottomed out. And then I went back and I was like, where have I seen this before? It was on Bitcoin. Bitcoin did that in 2022 going into 2023. Kind of flatlined, but it had a very small uptrend. And then all of a sudden, boom, it took off, right? And that's when all the the ETF news came out, and BlackRock was getting in. You know, that right there should have been the ultimate buy signal. The minute, like, it was confirmed that BlackRock was buying Bitcoin, again, benefit of hindsight, but like, it's just, you start going back and you gotta look at it, right? And take that benefit of hindsight and use it the next time, right? The next time we go through this bear market, the next time that you see these trends start to develop where things are bottoming out, but they're not really moving, they're just staying flatlined, like, take that in and be like, I've seen this before. And then, you know, you might be able to take an educated trade based on that. And, you know, that's what I'll say about this. But Cardano, all right, $1 is a place that I'm looking at for support. I think you'll probably find a little bit of a bounce, price action in that area. Again, psychological. But really, you know, if we do pull back, if we do have a significant pullback, because these things have moved so much, an area to look for, and this is, again, another assumption, because I'm assuming that $1.32 is the pivot. As an assumption, right? I don't know that it's actually gonna, you know, that's the end of the game here, right? So, but if it pulls back from this level, what I will say is there's a nice little spot with confluence, okay? And that's something I'm gonna look for here in the near term. What's up?
We might hit 100K live on air, man. Just giving you a heads up.
Oh, so we should have stayed in Moon Ding. Yeah. Too bad we 50x leveraged that thing. Imagine if we did 75x. I think would have been done in like 30 seconds. 99.7. All right. Let's go over to the chart, baby. Oh, 99.9. I think it's going down.
No, here we go.
99.9.
It's 100K on Coinbase.
99.98. 99.99999. Oh, somebody took some profits at 100. There it is. 100K, baby. 100K.
Here we go.
There it is.
We got it live, TradeFly.
There it is. Tune in. Let's go. 100K. Oh my gosh.
The cream of the crop.
There it is. Over and over and over. It's just tapping that 100K. But now do we short? Do we short? Do we short? Oh my gosh.
We got it live, man.
We did get it live. But do we double the fun? Do we double the fun? Everyone's probably like, you're crazy. You're crazy. Kind of my thing, though. What is this looking? Yep, there it is. A little bit of a sell-off there. Why not? I'll take a little short.
We got a little bit of rejection.
Yeah, that's not surprising, though, man. Not surprising. Not at all. 20x? Nah. Probably gonna see might see a little volatility. Go 10x. Let's throw a little bit on there. We'll see. Just for funsies.
Let me let's check Bitcoin dominance.
What did Joe say? He said, I'm still in my 150x leverage on my stream about an hour ago, up 356%. You are a wild man, Joe. Let's go, bro. Let's go.
It's looking
Let's go.
looking pretty strong. Looking
Joe.
Like it
Yeah, it is. It is, man. Dude, I love seeing it. Oh, here we go. TradeFly gonna get wrecked. I love it. That's all good, man. I do this. I've done it like almost every time. Like, it's just my thing at this point. I'll do a small little play when we set an all-time high.
Oh man! And then I go over to my my YouTube. Guess who's live right now? Peter Schiff. He's probably about to end his stream.
Yeah, man. Get your weak stuff out of here. Oh, I see
Yeah.
100K everywhere. 100K everywhere. I love it, man. I love it. And we are moving through 100K now. It is official. We have broken 100K.
Wow.
Let's go.
Congratulations, everyone, man. This is the day we've been talking about for years, man. It's finally here.
Man.
We top flight security of the world, Craig. Not just the city, the world.
The world. We've been telling y'all buy Bitcoin. Let's go. I'm so excited.
Bitcoin
Let's
did not
see.
go bankrupt in 2022.
Let's check the chat
That's
here.
what my family said.
Let's check the chat. He said, dude, play that song. Demonetized. Let's go. Piper. Let go. And hey, Trade Intuition Joe, man, I missed you there for a minute. You did drop I think 5 memberships as well. Thank you. Thank you. Congrats everyone that got a membership here. Let me go ahead and give you guys shout outs. Adam Cohen, you got one. D-Mac, Louis Boshoff, Baba C, Ant B, Cape A, Bull CX. You all got memberships. Congratulations. Joe, thank you. We appreciate you, brother. Bingo, bango. Let's go. All right. Let's see.
I feel like
Scrolling down.
everybody's gonna be live now.
Yeah, but y'all,
Everybody's going live.
we was
We
live.
caught it. We were live, man. We caught it live. We never we. This is why you tune into the Nightcap, man.
Hey, y'all didn't hear me. I said Bitcoin's next move was 100K, right? Did I say that? I'm kidding. I did not say that. But that's what everybody will be saying. I told you 100K.
So Crypto Billy said you will always remember where you were when Bitcoin hit 100K, man. You were right here with us, Crypto Nightcap.
Hey, you know it. Get you up here. Let me. There we go. There's a shared screen. So now we got that up here. We got you up here. We got the dynamic duo with price action. Man, it's a matter of just like, where is this thing gonna go now? Where is it gonna go?
107.
That's wild.
Yeah,
107. 107 makes a lot of sense. So yeah,
107,
couple things for you guys to look at. All right. So now that we've officially broke 100K, what's within reach? What's within reach? Again, I think this trend line, you're going to see probably a little price action off of that. That's at about 103, 104 area. You could see, this is what I would kind of expect to see, is something where, you might have a little push up and then it pulls back, retests that area, flips what was resistance into support. That's something I'd keep an eye on, and then look for that continuation. So that's something, it's a possibility, we'll say, right? But man.
So now this is, for me, this is starting back at zero. And now where do we go from here? This is how when you got a clock and it doesn't go past a certain time, it has to resets. Now 100K for me is, okay, where do we go from here? What's the next target that we're looking for? Because we all been talking about 100K. We've been talking about 100K is the magic, the magic number that everybody wants to get to. We got to 100K. Let's try to hold 100K. But what's next? What do you guys think is next? Well, now we need to figure out cycle tops. That's the next thing, cycle tops. And I see a lot of people talking 180, 250, 300, 400, a lot of numbers out there. So I'm gonna celebrate this 100K right now, but like I said, I'm ready to get back on the drawing board and throw out some more numbers, some more huge numbers.
I'm talking about. All right, so the fib extension, told you guys I was going to take that down, but there you go. So the 0.5, all right, the 0.5 on the fib extension, that's what takes you up to about 107. And that's where I was finding confluence with the trend line that was going back to 2017. So, that's an area I think you'll probably find some resistance if it continues to work its way up. But man, it is trying to hold over 100K. This is amazing. It's not even like a sharp pull off or a rejection. No big wick. So very interesting, man. That would incline me to go ahead and close that short. But that's all good. I didn't put much into it. Let's see. Man, y'all dropping some Piper Academy memberships. Caffeinated Cryptos in the house. What's up, my dude? He gifted a Piper Academy membership to Chicago Brew, AZ, Hey Richard 369, Divine AI, ArcBit, all gifted memberships from Caffeinated Crypto. Thank you, brother. We appreciate you. Who else we got in here? I saw another 5 Piper Academy memberships. What's up?
101 incoming.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna get wrecked. Nice. French Toaster, he dropped 5 Piper Academy memberships as well. Seth Shepard, Golden Wisdom, Crypto AI, Andy S, Jim G, all gifted Piper Academy memberships. So thank you guys very, very much. We appreciate you. We can see the chat is flowing right now. See Nikki B in the house? That's your lady, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's my baby.
Yep, there you go. She's in the house. What's up? Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. Crypto Billy, my dude. My dude. Let's go. It's a good night, man. It is a good night to be on the Crypto Nightcap. Look, I mean, Blowfin, man, is running away. The futures perpetual is actually at 101,200. So there is definitely a difference between Coinbase.
So what I'm looking at right now, I'm going through my watch list, and I'm looking for anything that's moving with Bitcoin, somewhat of a proxy. I'm trying, everything is pretty much, up a little bit or down a little bit. So it seems like it's Bitcoin's time to shine again. But I'm actually, I feel like I missed that strong move from because I was about to get in at 98.3. It dropped down to 98.3, but I was like, okay, let me take a quick nap. So now I missed that. So now let me try to find, what else is going to move. But it's probably seeming like some of these altcoins are probably going to find bottoms close to where they are now. So I'm going to look at these altcoins. I'm going to look at XRP because I think XRP's next leg up is coming. A lot of these coins that were down massively that we looked at earlier. But just it's so much opportunity right now, man. It's just good to be here. It wasn't even a live watch. It wasn't even a 100K live watch. We were just coming, just doing a video, regularly, doing a live stream regularly, and it all worked out, man. So
that's cool, man. I'm stoked to be a part of it. Yeah, how many people we have in chat right now? Let me see.
Let's do this, TradeFly. Let's see. Throw some price predictions.
117 people right now in chat.
I think Bitcoin price predictions, man. We got
the chat?
100. So that was the first barrier that we needed to get to. Where are we going for Bitcoin? Where do you think we're going to go before we get like a massive, if we even get a massive retracement? Because right now we're running hard, and I think that 107 to 110 area is probably coming soon. So finally here, man. It's finally here.
Like the Gray said, AVAX is going up with it. Love to see it. Okay. Harp said 107K short target now. I mean, that's personally what I would look at is 107. And let's go back to the actual chart here. So I think there's confluence there. I do think that there's opportunity to see, a potential scalp or intraday type trade in that area. Makes a lot of sense. Of course, you got to, bounce it off the oscillators, kind of see what that's looking like. But I mean, yeah, dude. Definitely look at that area. Now, it could get weird. Like, it could, euphoria, like, that could set in here, right? Retail could be jumping in. Like, everyone's like, oh, it's over 100K. And, like, that's that number. That's been that line in the sand. So, like, I am very interested to see how everything reacts now that we have officially broken 100K. And you know what? Congrats to my dude, Nick Cypher. He is now free of the 100 push-up a day challenge that he's been subject to for, I think he's been doing that thing for like a year. So congrats to my man. He doesn't have to do push-ups every day.
I got a setup. Can you come back to my chart? I got a SUI setup.
Yeah.
Man. SUI's looking.
Let's do it.
So this is, I like my SUI is looking primed and ready. This is on the hourly. I love this double bottom here on the hourly. I'm taking this, extrapolating that up. Just simple price. I'm thinking something like this. It's a little bit more. SUI to 450. Next move, SUI to 450. So that's a what? This is probably sort of like, this is another 20% move in SUI, a little bit of leverage. So I think this is going to happen fairly soon. SUI has been chilling in this consolidation pattern after this massive uptrend that we had. And this is just a perfect setup. I'm not even going to erase this. I'm just going to leave it here and we're going to come back once we hit this target, because this is exactly what I'm looking for. We had an upward sloping trend line that we pulled from a swing high that's coming in confluence, another horizontal that's coming in confluence. All of them are meeting right in this area of about $3.50 to $3.60, acting as support. And so now I'm looking for us to break this top side of this bull flag and continue our way up back past, new all-time highs, coming in to about 440, 450. And I think SUI is going a lot higher than that. So I think after this move here, this will be the move. If you haven't gotten into SUI, or if you haven't gotten into a lot of these moves or a lot of these plays with Bitcoin, continuing to go up. If we can consolidate over 100K, I want to see Bitcoin dominance do let's go over to Bitcoin dominance, because I was talking about this too. I think it was a couple of days ago. Let me go to we need to go to the weekly on here. So for Bitcoin dominance, what I'm looking at, we came down, we got all the way down to about 54.60. I'm looking for something maybe like another high, but a lower high, maybe come back to about 58, 59%. So we are moving up a little bit. We're at 56%. So with Bitcoin starting to make its move up, I do feel like we're going to at least go up to 57, maybe 57.5 to create a lower high from here, and just continue, once we can do that and continue this going into January, which is historically very bullish for altcoins and Ethereum, which is the video I'm going to be talking about tomorrow. I think this would be a good scenario for us to make, like I said, this lower high, retreat from there. And then once we start getting to the low 50s to the mid 40s and possibly going down to the mid 40s to the low 40s, this is when everything is going to just be pumping. It's going to be pumping, and even if Bitcoin dominance is going down, that doesn't mean the price of Bitcoin is going down. It did this last cycle, this whole time right here, May of 2021 going, we did have a huge sell-off, but the whole market was going down. But even though we went from like 72%, and we were going down, Bitcoin was still going up when in the grand scheme of things. So just because Bitcoin dominance is going down doesn't mean the price of Bitcoin is going to go down. But I think once we do start to breach this 52%, then we come back down to our low 50s, high 40s. This is when the real altcoin season is going to start, and not just spot altcoins going up here and there. I think all altcoins are going to go, start going nuts when we start to do this. So I'll be looking for this lower high on Bitcoin dominance. And then once this rolls over, I'm going super heavy into alts.
Right on. Yeah, I'm looking at some of the chat right now. So one in here, Black Ice, he said 102K and then consolidation, calling it. And that's, it's reasonable. Like if you're looking at this right now, definitely reasonable. About 103, like I said, there's a trend line, there's confluence there at about 103. So to see a rejection in that area makes a lot of sense before we actually, make our way up to 107. So obviously it's going to be stairs, right? There's going to be kind of steps along the way. Little move up, little rejection, little move up, little rejection. That's definitely well within play, man. So I think that's a reasonable assumption, guess here. All right, Piper with the super chat. He said STX. What's up?
Oh, I'm already on that chart. That's the chart I was looking at.
Let's go. Over to you.
So Stack. This is one that we've been looking at for the past week. We said this is a big Bitcoin proxy play, but it's been having trouble breaking this $2.50 area. So I'm on a 4-hour time frame. Let's actually go into the hourly so we can see how it's been interacting. Broke above it, held it as support, held it as support, held it as support. So after I see these three touches holding this $2.48 to $2.50 area as support, now I'm inclined to go long. So I think I'm going to go long here, especially with Bitcoin pumping. And then, like I said, I'll let it breathe. But I'm very confident with this red bar flipping from resistance to support. This is what I'm really looking for in this bull run, is to flip these macro support and resistance levels. Even if we zoom out, let's see if my trading view is going to let me see. Just look at this. This is going all the way back. This is back from the beginning of the year. This has acted as a major support resistance flip, this $2.50 area. So last time we touched it, we got massively rejected, and we had the strength to come back. Now we've breached it. And so now I'm really thinking that this should be the time to, not financial advice from my end, but I think I'm going to go long in this area around $2. Where we at? We're at 278 right now. So I may wait for a little better entry. Let's zoom into the 15 and then let's look at some oscillators as well. We are getting slightly a higher low. So maybe if we come back down to about 270 to 265, I'll want to try to get into that area because I want to get a really good entry so I won't have to, let my stop loss breathe as much. So I'm going to look at this area here possibly because it seems like it's going to run with Bitcoin. It's up about 3%. So I'll look at this. Then I'll have to zoom in to see how these candles are going to interact with this line here. But Stacks is definitely one that, to keep your eye on. Because it's definitely a Bitcoin proxy play. It hasn't been like running with Bitcoin lately, but at the beginning of the year, when Bitcoin was running, Stacks was like, Bitcoin was up 5%, Stacks was up 20%. So I think that's going to start coming back as well for Stacks.
Right on. Just looking, man, just trying to keep up with the chat, man. Y'all are flowing tonight, baby. I can't keep up with you as much tonight. It is going down. You must be excited for that 100K. Let's go. And I'm seeing some new names in here too. There was somebody that said they had just stopped by for the first time. I want to say, what's up? What's up? I'm going to find it. I'm going to find you because I want to give you a shout out. Your first time here, let's show you some love. Let's show you some love. Let me see if I can find it. Let me know in the chat. Alexandra G, I saw everybody saying what's up, but it's hard for me to find right now because there's so much going on in the chat. I do at least want to say what's up. For people that are new here. If you are new here, you don't know what it's all about. I mean, I know there's a lot of excitement coming in with 100K Bitcoin, but what we do here is bring you some of the most important market news. We do some technical analysis for you guys, and we do that every Monday through Thursday. All right, so we're bringing that alpha to you every Monday to Thursday. We typically do 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that is something that I wanted to talk to you guys about tonight. I do think that we may start to rotate the show over to 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and there is a couple reasons for that. I got a little bit of life events going on. I am coaching football, as you guys know, and that would help me be able to be here every Thursday without missing any of the shows. It also slides us a little left so that we do not overlap with Billy Goat Tales. And I want to have a smooth transition where we can just send you guys straight after the show over to BGT because we are family. And I think it's oh so important that, we keep some nice continuity between the shows and not have an overlap. So hopefully that does not crush anybody's soul too much, but that is something that I'm thinking about doing right now. And most likely we will probably look at making that move here in the near future. So did want to let you guys know that. But again, there's a bunch of you in here. Smash that like button. Thank you for being here, and we appreciate you. Let's see. What else we got? Is there anything that you guys want us to look at? Let us know in the chat. I'm feeling good tonight. I'm feeling froggy. Let me know if you got anything in the chat that you want us to look at right now. Let me see. First things in. Come on. Let's see. What do you got? Let's go. XRP, please. There it is. All right, let's do it. Let's look at some XRP. Here we go. Let's bring it up. Everything is slow to load tonight. Everyone's logging into TradingView. We're going to bring up my screen here. There we go. So XRP had a little bit of a pullback. Not a big surprise here, but let's go ahead and measure, do a fib retracement. All right, so we'll take kind of the bottom, about 50 to 60 cents, right? We talked about that quite a bit. But this is what I'm talking about. Remember, I was showing you this on ADA. See how it's kind of flatline? You're looking at it on the daily. Look how flat this is. And then you start getting that little uptrend at the end. Very steady, nothing crazy. But then after that steady uptrend, you get a breakout. And this is the pattern that I saw on Bitcoin at the end of 2022 going into 2023. Same thing, flat line, nice slow uptrend with the breakout, and then it just took off and we never looked back. All right, so looking at XRP, about 48 cents or so. We're only assuming this is the pivot. Only an assumption. All right, so keep that in the back of your mind. But where's an area that we did have a little pit stop, right? Previously, right here at the golden pocket, about $1.41, $1.35. All right, so there's an area to keep an eye on. I'm not saying the price is going to go there. But one of the things we do around here, if you guys are new, is we like to let the price come to us. We look for those areas where we can get back in to something that's kind of already taken off. And you will see this over and over and over again, especially on altcoins. They'll make these big run-ups, and a lot of times they come back to that golden pocket to revisit, to flip those areas that we're acting at as resistance at times, flip them into support, or just keeping that bullish structure, right? Like you can come all the way back down to 618 and still have a higher low, technically, right? So, you know, that's okay. And so if we're to come back there, like, hey, that would be a great spot for you to get back into XRP, you know, just assuming that, you know, I mean, look how steep it went. It went to $2.91. Let's go here. What do I have up here? I got Blowfin up. So what I'm gonna have to do is pull up something with a little bit more history. Let's do that, because that'll help you guys out. Let's XRP on Coinbase here. The XRP Coinbase. All right. I switched a lot of my stuff over because I'm trading on Blowfin, so it just makes it easier to have the actual prices there. Go to the weekly, and again, everything is being extremely slow. I'm sure everyone's super excited right now. 100K Bitcoin, why not? Well, I know XRP did not come to Coinbase in 2023. That's for darn sure. Okay. It's going to be hard for me to go through some historicals because it's not loading right now. FD, do you have XRP up by chance?
Yeah, I got it. Let me see.
There we go.
Got it? Okay.
There it is. All right, sweet.
Trades, my bad.
I don't blame you, man. All right, so look at this. I mean, this is on Binance, right? So this goes back to 2018. So where did I say? Go ahead and run the fib on this one here. Started about, what, 48 cents or so. Again, assumption, that's the pivot. But now we come back, and we want to look back left on the chart, right? So for me, it's finding these areas that we can have a little bit of confluence. So let's look. Do this kind of together. Again, I like getting rid of where price action is at. I don't like looking at that when I'm trying to find resistance or horizontal levels. Okay, so right here. Now, obviously, this is going to be a range, a little bit of a range. This is on the weekly. Let's go to the daily. Give us something a little bit more. Here we go. A little bit more clear. And we'll keep it green, right? Because that is going to be support right now. We know that price action is over $1.31. But what you can see when you come back left on the chart right now is look at how it was support, right? There's a lot of touches here in this area. Come over here. There's a lot of touches here in that area at $1.31-ish, all right? In that range. Then we had a breakdown. Comes back up, we get that retest, and then ultimately a breakdown. So that tells me that $1.31 is a significant area of price action. So what am I going to do? I'm going to mark it. Very simple. Now I got an alert. That'll let me know if XRP comes back down to $1.31. Can you move it up a little bit? Do you want to be ahead of it? Yeah, you can do that. That would make sense. But let's go back to the price action. And look how close it is. I mean, you're pretty darn close to the golden pocket. These things aren't going to be perfect. You know, you may be able to adjust it to kind of to fit your narrative, we'll say. Right? If you're saying that's the bottom, or you can even take it here. Like if you wanted to take it, you know, down to here, that puts you square in the golden pocket. So, you know, that could be the play, right? That is the bottom. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on here. I bet you if you take it on the weekly, that looks a little bit more clear. But that, now you have found a horizontal level. You have confluence, right? You have confluence with the golden pocket. And that's, again, only making an assumption of the pivot. And when you're looking at this, right, what you would like to see from XRP right now, Bitcoin's making a pretty big move today. It's trending in the opposite direction. All right, so that makes me feel a little bit better about this pivot area. Like, I mean, think about it. XRP should probably be pushing up back up to where it was just at, you know, theoretically, based on Bitcoin pushing up to its all-time high. So that's something to consider, right? But again, really, really big on letting price action come to me. I would look for that. Where can you go? I mean, that's a matter of just going back and looking at historicals. I mean, it's kind of a different discussion, we'll say. I mean, look at this too. That almost looks like a little bit of a trend there. Let's look at this. Let's draw this. Nah, I kind of broke through it, but close. You know, so that's some stuff I would look at. Like if I was looking for getting out of a trade, like after a big move, that would be something I would look at, right? I would look at that. Even if you would have done a fib extension on there, that would have been way over. But ultimately, I mean, you're looking at the weekly. What did it do on the daily? That's a big wick. Let's see what it did on the daily. Yeah, this is slow. Yeah. So it did get a close, but it didn't stay over it for long. Yeah, man. I mean, in terms of like figuring out where it's going to go, that's kind of tough to say. I think if you did a fib extension, it's probably already past it. Let me see. Go bottom. Mid. Yeah, it's already past it. There's not much you can really do there. You could take this one. Want to do from bottom. But then you're talking about assumptions again. You're assuming this is a pivot. You're assuming it's not coming back down to the 0.5 or, you know, the golden pocket, which that would just make it even. So yeah, there's a lot of assumptions with that. But yeah, this is the area. I think $1.31. Again, I understand that I'm not saying it's going to go there. I'm just looking for an opportunity if it were to come back down. All right, that's kind of how I like to play the game. I stay away from making too many assumptions of where it can go. Bitcoin making more moves. Go back over to the Bitcoin. It is at almost, what is that? Almost 102,000 right now. Let's go. Let's go. Love to see that. Let's bring it back up on the chart here. Boom. Look at it go. Look at it go. So we're already flirting with an area, all right? So, you know, my man in here said 102. He said it's going to consolidate after that. He said count it. He pulled a Kobe, man. He said count that. But 103, you know, I think we could see a continuation of the move up to 103. Euphoria could set in though, man. People could come running in right now. It's crazy. It is crazy. We're over 102 or over 100. People are excited. Oh. Alex O Crypto, my man. He's in the house here with a $10 Canadian super chat. Two handsome, honest, beautiful people. Just so calm at 100K. Must be the coolest cats in the industry. Hey. Hey, I mean, we're trying. We're trying. Dude, thanks for being here. Thank you.
We knew it was coming, man. It was inevitable, man. We knew it was coming. It's just a matter of time. The job's not done. What movie is that? Job's not done.
Put it in the chat. See what you got. Put it in the chat. STX going to break $3. $2.97. STX. Everybody's talking about STX right now. $2.99 STX. See here. Do I even have STX up? That would be the question of the day. I haven't looked at STX in a while. There it is. Did it make it? High is 3. Look at that. Little psychological number. That little sell-off there. Nothing crazy. Can't call it much of a sell-off, but you see the wick right off of $3. That's what I talk about, man. Those psychological numbers, man. They're a thing. So now it's this fight, right? You got people that are taking profits at $3 even. And then you have those that are like, this thing is running. And so they're sucking it up, man. They're ready to just push that thing through. So it's a little struggle you're going to see in that area, that psychological number of $3. So that'll be fun to watch for STX, see how that plays out. It's contingent on Bitcoin. I think that it really truly is. If Bitcoin continues its move up, there's no reason it can't move past that psychological number. There's no reason. But It is a line in the sand for me. So again, be careful with those big, round, juicy numbers. All right. Cool, man. Let's see who else we got in here. We got Crux of Crypto. He said that's Kobe. What's up, dude? Thanks for being here. Appreciate you.
Job's not done.
Let's go. Oh, somebody got it?
Yeah, it's Crux.
Okay.
Kobe.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Wasn't even thinking. Kobe. All right, man. Well, man, look at STX. That's about to run. It's trying to retest $3 right now. This is fun, man. I feel like what are those guys that are selling stuff on the stage? Can I get one? Can I get one? Can I get 102, 102, 102, and 103 Bitcoin, 103 Bitcoin. Let's go.
I'm looking at, we're in a downtrend on Tron, but I'm trying to catch this breakout on the hourly, man, and ride it up to 54 cents. We're at 33 right now. So I'm trying to wait and see what's going to happen over here. This is a more risky play, but I feel like Justin Sun is going to come in and pump the bags with
103.
With the euphoria coming in. So we'll see.
103 for Bitcoin. There it is. Nice round number. Is that official? Yep, 103 on the dot. 103 on the dot. I'm telling you. Juicy numbers. Juicy numbers. And look, so let's see if this holds up, man. This will be interesting, right? Because we talked about this trend line. We talked about, this fib extension. There's some confluence there. But do the bulls come in? Does euphoria take over at this point? And do we just go nuts tonight? We wake up in the morning at 120 Bitcoin. Something crazy.
That would be nuts.
Not saying that's happening. All right. It's crazy right now. Unbelievable. We're pushing. We got no S's to give tonight. Let's go. 100K Bitcoin. Let's get it. 83 of y'all in here right now watching. Go ahead. Show us some love. We got 59 likes. Even that ratio out, baby. Let's go. Render. All right. Mr. 420. What's up, man? How are you? He said it's flying. Let's go. You know my emojis. Let's see. We'll take a look at Render. We will take a look at Render. Render's been slow though, man. Oh, geez. 25% just in 24 hours. Or really after close. That's having a little sell-off. So I'm telling you, man, it's psychological number night. Psychological number night. Let's go. That got up to $11.07. So a psychological number of 11. And look at the sell-off it had. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to hold up. Render's probably moving kind of crazy right now. But, I mean, that's 5%. Quick. Real quick. But good to see Render moving. Because I did have Render. And it's actually in my portfolio. In terms of what was positive and negative for my DCA portfolio, Render was the only thing that was negative. So it's good to see Render coming alive, man. That was the only thing. So I'm actually guessing after today, it's got to be in the positive. Got to be. Because I was only like 10% in the negative. So let's go, Render. Send it. Oh. All right. Let's see here. Such a blessing. God is good. Let's go. Crypto Billy, you know it, man. You know it. Hey, much love to you, man. Again, thank you very much for having us on the show. We appreciate you guys very, very much. I mean, you guys are definitely family. Let's show y'all some love. Let's show y'all some love. We'll go to X. Billy Goat Tails. Y'all know it. Look at that. I didn't have to get more than Billy in there. Might have pulled up your page once or twice. Here you go. Go check out Billy Goat Tails. They do an X Space every Tuesday night. They're now doing YouTube as well. These guys are bringing some alpha to the game, but they're also just genuinely good people, right? So they do have a book as well that they're releasing. That's going to be an NFT style book. But I'll tell you what, man, I sat in on a lot of the speakers and some of the things that they talk about. I mean, it was life. Okay, it was good life advice. It was good work advice. It was good crypto advice. There was a little bit of everything for everyone. And I tell you what, man, it was cool. It was cool. I love those guys. And you know, the giver's gain mentality is awesome. That thing is running rampant. It's got to be cool for them to see, you know, giver's gain all the time going around in these chats. And every time someone puts a super chat in there, you see that hashtag giver's gain. So it's cool, man. They are starting a movement in crypto, and I love it. I really, really do. It's a community, and that right there it's awesome. It really is. So much love to you guys. I just want to give you a shout out, show you a little love. And I see my boy Alex O Crypto in here. What's up, my dude? What is up? Give him a little. Let's give him a little love too. He always steps up to the plate for us. He always does. Anytime I need someone, even just to talk to, Alex O is there for me. But he's at Alex O Crypto on X, and I think one of them is actually a 0. I think the last one is a 0 if I remember correctly. So that one gets a little bit tricky. Yeah, there it is. So you got a little 0 at the end. But check him out too, man. He does great TA. He's got an awesome Discord. He's part of the fam. So we always push people his way. He can teach you a lot. Funny dude too. And he can beatbox. So he's more entertaining than me. For sure. Maybe we'll bring Alex O on, man. We should have had you on tonight. Beatbox your way past 100K. That would have been fun. Jimmy, what's up, man? Good to see you in the chat as well. Good to see you. Go ahead and go back to the charts here, man, because I know y'all want to see that. What else? Anything else moving? It's funny to see a lot of red still. But a lot of this was like 4 or 5%. Now it's all kind of turning around. But it seems like most of the money's flowing into Bitcoin. Yeah, there you go, man. There you go. Getting, I'd say, a little bit of a rejection. Nothing crazy, but you did have some confluence there. Right around 103, 103.3. A little bit. Trend line, like I said, fib extension. Doesn't mean much, but a little bit of a sell-off. You know, short-term stuff. Nothing too crazy. That's our daily Degen right there, man. You know, you find these levels. So that's one thing, you know, we should talk about. When we get in these daily Degen plays and we're doing those, like, it is literally, sometimes it's a crapshoot, right? Because you can have these little movements going into an area of support and resistance. When I scalp trade, usually I like to look, you know, I like to find some confluence before getting into a trade. I don't like to just saying, flip a coin, everybody votes long, let's go long. You know, not usually the way I would like to approach it, but this is the kind of stuff that I would look for. All right, let's wait for a move to happen. We get that move, we can get a nice little scalp off of here, right? A nice little rejection. You can play that, you know, especially if you're using high leverage. You can be in and out pretty quick. You guys have seen how quick you can get in and out of trades just in the daily Degen. But you want to look for confluence and things of this nature before you enter into some of these trades. But yeah, man, dude, this is cool. And we were just kind of talking about this. Literally, the upward pressure, right? The ascending triangle. You had this horizontal level of resistance. You had that pressure building up. And really, if you zoom out a little bit more, you could say this is a bull flag, you know? So, I mean, measure move of that probably takes you up probably over 107. That probably takes you a little closer to about 111. So, but I think you're going to have a couple pit stops along the way. And honestly, it would never be surprising to see the price come back down and retest what was resistance, right? So do not be surprised at all to see price action come back down and retest this area before, you know, it continues its move up, right? You always kind of look for that structure. And, you know, the other thing we were talking about too is the liquidity. You know, let's go back to that. Because remember, I was like, it's hot up here. And I said, I think this is in trouble. But now we're going to get up over 100K and you look at the liquidity again and you reassess. Look at this. Dark AF. Oh boy, we lost everything. Nope, not what I want. I don't think that's what I want either. Let's just refresh it real quick. So I talk about this all the time. True reversals, a lot of times when you look at the liquidation heat map, they happen when there's no more liquidity left. All right. So people aren't taking these leverage positions anymore. They're basically, they've been beaten into submission. right? So if they've been beaten into submission, they don't have, there's no more liquidity to be chased. So it opens up the door, I think, for a reversal. And that is in play now. I can officially say that is in play based on the liquidation heat map. And I haven't been able to say that for a long time because they keep coming in hot with these leveraged shorts, but that's gone. Right? So it'll be very interesting to see what happens from here. FD, I'm going to pass it over to you for a minute. I got a visitor, and I'll let you hit up the Bitcoin chart or whatever you want to look at. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm trading, man. I've been zoned out. Let's see what we're looking at right now. 103.245. So we can actually, on my 4-hour chart, this is how I came up with just a simple trend line coming back from the beginning of November and moving it up to where we were. What day is this? I got this in the way on the 22nd, and then I just pulled it out. Just started from here, and I just pulled it out to get some type of price point to see where we can potentially stop if we, a lot of people be looking at the same area. So this is where I came up from about 107 to 110, depending on how you pull your chart, how you pull your line. So I'm thinking, I didn't think it was, I thought we were going to wait till maybe towards Christmas, forget that December rally, that Christmas rally, or that Santa rally rather. But we got it now. So what I'll be looking for now is I'm really looking at Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance is going to tell me what I need to be doing and how I need to be positioned for the next few moves or the next few weeks in Bitcoin. And right now, Bitcoin dominance is up almost 2%, coming in at 56.82%. So I'm gonna see what Bitcoin does. I'm gonna see how, where Bitcoin potentially tops out at short term, and then I'm going to look at some of the strong alts. We got to go back to how the market moved when Bitcoin went up and hit 99.7, and then it got rejected, consolidated a little bit, and then that's when we got some of these alts moving massively. So now it's a game of rinse and repeat. So that's what I'm actually looking now. I'm trying to see which coins are a little bit stagnant, trying to see what coins are moving a little bit, and trying to see if some coins looking like they're bottomed out on higher time frame. So once they look like they're bottomed out, then I can get a good entry and then just wait for Bitcoin to slow down a little bit and then throw some of that liquidity over into some alts. But I mean, congratulations, man. This is just what we've been talking about for the past couple of years. We thought we were going to 100K last cycle, didn't happen, and now this is what I'm looking at. We haven't even had like retail is back, but the FOMO, the crazy FOMO, like we talked about this yesterday. Everybody talking about it on all the news stations, all the late night talk shows, entertainers talking about it, athletes, talking about it after mid game or just after the game, talking about it at press conferences and things like that. We're not at that point yet, so I think we still got a long way to go, man.
You know what you just made me think of? Do you know who took their entire paycheck in Bitcoin?
Odell
Beckham Jr. That man's sitting pretty.
It was another
that was years ago
that he took his whole salary in Bitcoin, and
whole salary in Bitcoin.
Like, crazy, man. That's crazy. And now he's coming back out like who's crazy now? And even the mayor of New York came out today, or he was the mayor of something, man. He came out today like, hey, remember I got paid in Bitcoin? It's not so funny now.
You remember me? Yeah.
Remember me? Yeah. So a lot of we got the I told you so. We can walk around with the I told you so face for a while, man, and just enjoy it, man. I'm glad we were live doing this, man. So like Billy said, you'll always remember where you were when Bitcoin hit 100,000, because this is the number. This is the number for Bitcoin. Like, this is like when Satoshi made it, he probably was like, oh man, or they, whatever. Like, ooh, when it hits 100,000, that's gonna be like, okay, Bitcoin is here. Bitcoin is here now, and we've been talking about it, and we come here every day looking for that magic number, and lo and behold, we got it while we were live, man. So that's I like to see it, love to see it, man. But job's not done, man. The job is not done. I think we'll go a lot higher, and if not in the next few months, over the next few years. Bitcoin is a long-term play. Like, we talk about all these altcoins, we talk about all these S coins or whatever. A lot of them are going to be here. Don't get me wrong. A lot of them are going to stand the test of times, but Bitcoin is, we trade it, we talk about it all day, but Bitcoin now it's here, and nobody can say anything else about it, unless all the power goes out in the world. And I think it was a way you can still do it. I seen some YouTube channel. You can't believe everything on the internet, but somebody was like saying they can mine Bitcoin without power and without the internet. So I'm like, all right, man, it's time for me to log off. But it's
Hey,
just one of those things where I'm just excited, man.
yeah,
Excited
me
because
too.
our conviction is paying off. So just I feel like an XRP. I feel like I'm in the XRP army right now. Again, like because I was sort of in the XRP army. I had one toe out those past couple weeks, but it feels good
It's
to
hard. It's
have this.
hard sitting there watching everything else move, and it's just
But it
stagnant.
feels
You're
good.
you're kind of like, uh-oh.
You know
Like,
what?
am
You
I?
know
Do
what,
I have
TradeFly?
capital tied up in something that, like, is not a good move? It makes you really doubt. But that's crypto, man. I feel like every time, I want to move off of a project or a token, it's within weeks. It just goes. Phew. That's
Yeah.
why my thing is the whack-a-mole. The
So I
whack-a-mole
got
is real. It's
yeah.
so real.
Well, I got two. So this is my third. This is my third memorable moment in crypto. I got three, really four, but three really. Two of them are bearish, and this is really the bullish one. So the first one was when I first got into crypto, and then we had that first dump in the summer of 2021. And I mean, the gains were good, everything was good. I was walking around, like I say, with sunglasses on, and then we got that dump going into the summer of 2021. That selling may go away, and we went from like 65, 64,000 to like 28K, and I'm just sitting there like, oh my god. And I still remember that knot in my stomach, that knot in my throat. You know what I mean? Then we came back up at the end of the year, cool. And then in the bear market, when FTX collapsed, and we just all looked crazy, like, oh my god, it's going to 10,000, it's going back to 3,000, it's going back to pandemic lows and things like that. So I still remember how I felt then, and now I'm always gonna remember this 100K day. So crypto is definitely a roller coaster, man. But zoom out.
That's what somebody said in here. He said, "Happy 100K day." It's a thing now. So y'all know, December 4th, 2024 is 100K Bitcoin day. Let it be known. It's gonna be like the pizza day. So cool, man. Just highlighting a little area there for you guys. Keep an eye on. I'm just gonna leave this chart up for a second. But hey, shout out to my dude Athos, man, coming in here shooting a 67 today. Good lord, man. You trying to play pro golf or what? Like, Jesus, I ain't playing with you no more. that's that's embarrassing. I'm thinking about ordering some new stuff. But yeah, man, 100K Bitcoin today. Gosh, that's big. But you know what you guys are gonna be able to do tomorrow? You know what you're gonna be able to walk around different tomorrow. Y'all gonna be doing the strut. Y'all gonna do the strut. That's right. I own Bitcoin, baby. Let's go. Like my man Connor. All right. Well, I am about to officially get in trouble. I got to go pick up my daughter. She is at gymnastics. I love being on with you guys. It was awesome experiencing this with you guys. It's really cool because a lot of our usual suspects were on today. A lot of the fam was on here to experience it with us. So super, super exciting. It's cool, man. It's cool. It's history, and we did it together. And I can't be more excited. I got to be honest with you. So I know more people are going to try to get me to pay the darn dinner bills now, because that's been a thing. But hey, keep it going. Keep it going. Keep making daddy happy. Let's go. All right, man. FD, you got anything for the people on the way out?
No, man, I'm exhausted, man, but I'm gonna stay up and try to see, what's going on with some of these trades, man, and go. I hear my son up there crying, so I'm gonna go up there and console him. He's probably, he needs me to come up there and tell him to go to bed a couple times, and then other than that, I'll be up trading, looking at the charts and celebrating internally, So, but the
Oh,
job is not
God.
done.
You know what? I'm wearing the shades today, too. Was
That's
that
what
like
it
a
was.
precursor to
That's
like
what it was.
knowing what was coming? I had the shades on.
I think that might have done it.
Uh-oh. That could be bad. All right. We're going to get out of here. We love you guys. Hope everyone has a great night. Trade safe. Be safe. And we're going to see you guys tomorrow. Remember, we're going to start doing this at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think that's going to be our new flow. Like I said, it just works out for us in multiple facets of life here. So it could be a temporary thing. Depends on how much pushback I get from the people in terms of you showing up or not showing up. So we'll see. Speak with your views. All right. Love you guys. We're out. See you tomorrow.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yeah, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on the